Welcome back to 3 Plus U. Well, one of our favorite guests is here, Thom Benson. Let's bring him on. Thom, you have got just kind of an amazing background behind you. First of all, I'm going to completely test you. What is the name of the animal behind you right now?
These are Pacific sea nettles, and these guys are fabulous. And you can kind of see that they look like they're changing different colors in this exhibit, and that's because we have some LED lights in there that their bells are kind of yellow and they're striped. And they're very beautiful on their own, but the lighting effect is very nice and kind of adds a little more life to the exhibit.
It is ridiculously tranquil. It does give the illusion, though, that if I'm swimming like 5,000 feet in the ocean or wherever, where do they live? Do you know how far down they live?
I'm not sure of the minimum depth that they get down to, but these guys are in that kind of photo zone where there's still quite a bit of sunlight in the ocean. And these guys are drifters. They're found throughout the Pacific Basin. And so if you ever travel to California along the coastline, you could see some of them washing up on shore in California or Washington or Oregon.
And I'm going to cling to the illusion that if they wash up on shore, they'll be a beautiful blue or pink or red, just like they are behind you.
Well, they're kind of yellowish, and they've got red stripes on them.
Oh, okay.
So they're very spectacular, and you can kind of see this one directly behind me now, pulsing there, and you can see that kind of orangish color to it, and you can see the stripes on the bell. And
it's so tranquil and hypnotic, and just I love that. Real quick, let's talk about the concert coming up. A lot of zoos, aquariums, just absolutely hammered by the pandemic over 2020. A lot of them just now starting to come back. A great concert to help benefit those, including the aquarium, is coming up. Tell us about it.
Yeah, this is a fantastic concert. Now, imagine if you could invite Brad Paisley and a bunch of his country music friends into your living room for a night and get a private performance. And that's what's going to happen here, because this All Together for Animals concert has been put together by the Association of Zoos and Aquariums to benefit all 220 plus accredited zoos and aquariums across the country. And each institution has a special purchase tickets link that has a code. So half of the $30 ticket price will come back to that institution when you purchase tickets. And if you go to the aquarium's website, scroll down to the bottom of the page in our newsroom and click there, you can find the news release that has that special code to support the Tennessee Aquarium when you purchase those tickets. And you'll have the ability to make a donation above the $30 ticket price if you'd like, and 100% of the proceeds will come back to the Tennessee Aquarium, again, if you use that link with the special code. So it's Brad Paisley, it's Old Dominion, it's Ashley McBride, Riley Green, Jesse James Decker, Shy Carter, Winona, and Cody Allen, who is the host of CMT's Country Hot 20 Countdown, is the host of the show. And some of it was filmed at the Nashville Zoo. The rest of it was filmed in Nashville at a place called Steel Mill Studios. And get this, David, they have a giant LED video wall behind them. And so footage from different zoos and aquariums will be shown while the performers are on stage. And I'll tell you, we actually were fortunate enough, we submitted some footage, and you're going to see some of the Tennessee Aquarium's exhibits behind the artists during this show.
That is awesome. I love to hear that. And it's, you know, it's a streamed concert, and the technology just in the past year for streaming concerts and making them interactive has just skyrocketed. It really is an awesome event. It went from, okay, we can't perform live outside, so this'll do, to a fully produced, purposeful live event that can accommodate just millions of people if it can possibly draw that. So talk about some of the other ways or some of the other things that people will be able to experience when they tune in Wednesday night.
Yeah, so this is all new content that, you know, country music stars are really philanthropic. I mean, they give and give and give. And you see that time and again. And so I think that a lot of these artists have had great experiences at zoos and aquariums. Brad Paisley, for example, visited the Tennessee Aquarium in 2009. He has some pretty remarkable neighbors in his neighborhood, because he came to the aquarium with Scott Hamill and also with Sheryl Crow and their families, and they got to go behind the scenes. And at that time, they got to meet our very first baby penguin, Pepper, the macaroni penguin. So they had a great time. And so I know that, you know, they have a strong connection, and plus that, you know, just giving spirit. And so they saw zoos and aquariums, a lot of them nonprofit organizations like the Tennessee Aquarium, were hurt by the closure last year. Our closure started just before the spring break time frame and lasted through Memorial Day into mid-June. We were closed for 96 days, and our operational costs are $400,000 each week. And that was money that had to keep going out the door so we could provide the expert animal care for all of our creatures in the aquarium's 2 buildings, and to take care of just all the utilities and everything it takes to run the aquarium without having the benefit of admissions coming in to help offset those costs. So it was a financial strain that we're still recovering from, and this benefit concert will help out a bunch.
And I know that people are going to they already are starting to come back to the Tennessee Aquarium. I was downtown this past weekend. I don't know if they were in the aquarium, but they were all around it. It looks like it's but when people go, they have to understand you can't just flood in like you used to. There are still structured times and a structured way to go. For people that are just getting comfortable venturing back out, Thom, what do you need to tell them about making an appointment to come to the aquarium?
Yeah, and that's exactly right. You do have to kind of treat the aquarium like a concert or a sporting event, and make that appointment by purchasing a timed entry ticket online in advance, because those tickets have been selling out. And the reason we have this system in place is because we're limiting capacity to make sure that there's plenty of physical distancing between family groups when you're visiting the aquarium. So we have to limit the attendance to a certain number each day. And again, some people haven't gotten the word yet, and so they're a little disappointed when they come and find out that the tickets are sold out. But if you just make sure you have those tickets in hand in advance, you should be okay.
Are you still selling memberships right now, or was that put on hold during the pandemic, or what do you want to say about memberships?
Yeah, no, absolutely. And members actually don't need a timed entry ticket. They can come at any time. So membership is a good value, certainly allows you to visit the Tennessee Aquarium throughout the year and offers a special discount. So this is a great time to be a Tennessee Aquarium member, especially with some of the fantastic IMAX films that we have coming out. We've got a new one called Into America's Wild 3D, which takes you to some fantastic places across the United States and North America, and kind of shows you some places that you might want to go on that big vacation next summer, perhaps, and explore the outdoors. But it also encourages people to connect kids with nature and get them out to Tennessee state parks and some of these local outdoor spaces like we have all around the Chattanooga area. And then coming up Memorial Day weekend, we'll have a new one called Great Bear Rainforest 3D, which takes you to the southwest parts of Canada, where there's one of the largest temperate rainforests in the world, and some fantastic bears. It's a great movie.
And you do have to see it in IMAX form. We saw, and I forget the name of it, it was about a family that went on a road trip, and they were climbing ice waterfalls and doing all kinds of crazy things.
Yeah, so that was National Parks Adventure, and that was a McGillivray Freeman film, and McGillivray Freeman also produced Into America's Wild, and some people are kind of saying that this film is the sequel to that one. So absolutely, David, if you love that film, you're really going to like this one. And it is one of those things that when you experience it in IMAX on that giant 6-story screen, you feel it because of the sound system, but it also kind of transports you there on this virtual trip, and really kind of relaxes you in a way that other cinemas don't do.
And so the national parks, when I actually saw it, I think it's on Netflix, or it's on one of the streaming things, and I saw it, and I was like, oh, okay. And it was good. It was really good. But I had the IMAX experience in my back pocket that I was remembering, and I was like, it's better on IMAX. So when you see these presented in IMAX format, you have to take advantage of them. And with such a string of new ones come out, now's the time to get the membership at the Tennessee Aquarium. What do people need to know about logging on for the concert, the streaming concert Wednesday night? Let's get them there, Thom.
Again, purchase those tickets. It's tomorrow night, Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern. Purchase those tickets in advance online, and you can go to our website and scroll down to the bottom of the page, click on the newsroom. The news release will come up in the when you click on the news release, and at the bottom of the news release, there's the specific link to purchase tickets benefiting the Tennessee Aquarium in that news release.
And real quick clarification, is it tomorrow night or Wednesday night?
It is Wednesday night.
Wednesday night. Okay, very good. Thom Benson, thank you. I haven't been able to sit down and interview you or see you or anything in so long, and this has been an absolute treat, brother. Thank you so much. And you got to take advantage of this, guys. Tennessee Aquarium. They not only will you be just absolutely floored when you go to the Tennessee Aquarium, but they need you more than ever right now. tnaqua.org. Get all the information. Give them a call, 262-1-800-262-0695. We'll take a quick break. We're back with more 3 Plus U right after this.